We encountered a difficult hand this morning. South had exactly 15 high card, so South opened 1-0 trump. West passed, of course. North bid 2 clubs, the Mr. Stayman bid, to see if South had 4 spades. South bid 2 hearts, saying I do have 4 hearts, but North didn't like hearts, so North said 3-0 trump, which is the right thing to say. Some beginners might say 2 spades, but that would show 5 spades, so 3-0 trump is right. Anyway, West led the 2 of hearts, and East played high, the queen, and that forced out the king. South stopped and counted her sure tricks. She counted 2 heart tricks, 1 diamond, and 1 club. That's 4 sure tricks. Then she asked herself, how will I get 5 more tricks? And the answer is the long suit, like spades and possibly clubs. You can develop 3 spade tricks by getting rid of the ace of spades. So don't be afraid to lose a trick in spades. So we played the king of spades, and East took the ace right away. That's not always a good idea, but people are told that aces are meant to take kings, so they tend to grab their ace right away. And East returned a heart, taking out South's last stopper in hearts. So South just started playing spades without thinking any different, and grabbed the 3 spade tricks in a hurry. South discarded a diamond because she saw that she's not going to take more than 1 diamond trick. And then West probably discarded a club. Now, South turned her attention to the clubs, playing the queen, and East decided to cover the queen right away, and South grabbed the ace without thinking any different. And then South had no more tricks, so she played a club over to the jack. But unfortunately, she couldn't get back to her hand to get the 2 good clubs, so she had to play the ace of diamonds and give up a diamond. West took the diamond trick and cashed 2 heart tricks. And then West won the king of diamonds as well. So South only made 8 tricks instead of 9, down 1. So we thought over the hand later on and wondered if there was any way to make 3-0 trump. And the answer is yes, but it's quite difficult and would take a lot of planning. West led the heart the first time. East plays the queen to the king, and you can play the king of spades is a good idea. It's probably not a good idea to take the ace right away, but many people do. And then East led a heart back, won by the ace. Now South has to keep a spade, and the South has to keep the jack of spades, so she can get back and take the club tricks later if things work out nicely. So we should lead the two of spades over to the any one of those is good. Doesn't really matter. Take the queen. And now it's important to lead the queen of clubs, because if East puts the king on the queen, you can take your ace and you can go back. You can go back to the dummy with the jack of clubs. But the nice thing about not playing all the spades is that you can play a spade back to the south hand and then cash the two club tricks, throwing the diamonds away. And then you can go back to the ace of diamonds and get the last spade trick at the same time. And this time we made 10 tricks. Instead of going down, we're going to lose the last two tricks, but that's okay. So we made one extra trick, but it was very complicated, and not many people would have it all planned out that way. I wouldn't expect, I was the teacher and I didn't make it, so I wouldn't expect my students to make 3-no trump. But some expert would have it all figured out, and he wouldn't get his name in the newspaper that way. Only if he went down, then he would get his name published all over the world of how an expert player screwed up and went down.